Okay, hey guys. I never made a video lately, but I've been trying to get all the cards necessary to make this video. I don't have them all yet, but I have most of them, so I'm just gonna try to make a video about it. This is about the new cubic deck. Since the new cubic monster came out, we can use cubics to their full extent, and now we can also perform certain combos. And also, this deck, while it is about special summoning monsters by tributing three certain ones, it's mostly about drawing and also getting rid of your own cards in your deck. That's what makes this deck a little tricky. Because if you're very unlucky, you can discard something you really need. All right. I'm going to talk about the extra deck first. I know normally people go over the deck, but I want to talk about the extra deck because this isn't going to take too long. I run two of the fusion. Crimson Nova Trinity, the Dark Cubic Lord. He is really awesome. He requires 3 Crimson Novas, and when he declares an attack on an opponent, they automatically lose half their life points. So even if he doesn't destroy a monster, declare an attack, the opponent loses half the life points. And Crimson Nova, if he destroys a monster, a battle, he gets to attack again. That's cutting the life points out. So if you could summon this in one turn, then they would automatically, without doing any effort, if you attacked twice, you would be able to get their life points down to 2,000, even if you dealt them really no damage. Next, I use 101, Silent on an Arc, because of obvious reasons. And there are some others cards you can put in. You would mostly want to run rank 4s, some can be Gaga Cowboy, Abyss Dweller, Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. You get the point. Things like that. And after that, moving on to the deck, you want to run 3 of these cards. This guy is the most powerful. I think is I guess you wouldn't be the most powerful, more like second best to me. He is Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Lord. His effect, if you have at least 3 cubic cards in your hand other than this one, you can special summon it. If he destroys a monster by battle, he can attack again. And he is unaffected by monsters whose original attack is 3,000 and less. That's why I like using him against Cyber Dragon Infinity. The second part, though, is during each of my end phases, both you and your opponent loses 3,000. It's a good way to get a tie, but it's also a good way to lose. After that, you want to run 3 of these cards. They're one of the key cards. Cubic Seed, V-Jom, and although he has 0 attack and 0 defense, you mostly want to lay him face down defense because he cannot be destroyed by battle. And if your opponent attacks it, you can equip it to that monster, and it can attack, has 0 attack, and loses its special abilities. Effects. So it's a pretty useful card, but you mostly want to keep special summoning him to tribute for other cubics. Next is Duza, the Meteor Cubic Vessel. I only have 2, but you want to run 3. This is the new card. You only can get him by buying the golden version of the movie packs. You summon him, send a cubic card to your grave. That means a cubic monster, or you can send cubic karma for its effect. And once per turn, this card can gain 200 attack for each cubic in your graveyard with a different name, so that's pretty good. Well, actually, it's every monster, so that's really good for non-cubics. 2-Volt Cubic Emperor. I like him because he has a pretty good effect. If he's destroyed by battle by card effect, special summon 3 cubics from your grave, then add a cubic card to your hand. Next is 2 Cubic Behemoth. This is the most powerful card, I think, in the deck, because if you contribute 3 V-Joms, you can special summon him, and then he gains 3,000 attack. And then He can also attack 3 times, and also he has the same effect as Emperor. Destroy him, get 3 cubics, add a cubic card. 1 blade. You can takes 2 V jumps to special summon him, and he gains 2,000 attack points. He can attack twice, and then if he destroys a monster by battle, tribute him, special summon 3 seeds. Okay, now Vulcan, the Cubic King. Same thing, tribute 2 V jumps to special summon him, and then it deals damage, and if he destroys a monster by battle, special summon 3 V jump. Next, one of Cubic Beast. He only requires 1 seed to summon, and if he destroys a monster by battle, you tribute him to special summon 2 V jump. And then most decks don't play this because, like, I also run Gira, the Cubic King, and Speedroid Menko. I just run them for space, like Menko, because of I like his effect a lot. He saves me, and this because it's in the cubic and it only requires 1 tribute. But what most people do is instead of using these 2, they use 2 Maxis, but I don't got any of those. Next, 2 Summoner Monks. To special summon the new cubic guy, level 4 in that, by discarding cubic karma. That's a common combo. Next is 3 of cubic karma. This card is awesome because you can send multiple seeds to your grave, and if you special summon a seed during your opponent's turn, send it to grave, they lose half their life points. But most people just mill them, so because if they're at the graveyard, banish it, add a cubic monster to hand. Next, I really love this. You can OTK with this. Cubic Wave. It basically, you play it, 1 cubic attack points double, and your opponent's monster loses half their attack. And that's really good if you use it on Crimson Nova. And if you banish it from the grave, you can put a cubic counter on a monster, and it keeps it from attacking or activating its effects. 2 Fusion Conscription, because to add Crimson Nova to your hand. Next, 2 Dark Eruption. I run these because some people run something of Cataclysm or something like that because it adds 2 dark monsters with 0 defense back to your hand. But since I don't have that, I run this to add dark monsters from grave to my hand. A Foolish Burial. Reasoning. Shared Ride. Lightning Vortex because I don't have Raigeki. It's really hard to get one of those if you don't want to spend money. A 1-for-1 for V-Jom. 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, but most people would run 2 Twin Twisters, but don't got that either. No, I'm talking fast. I'm just trying to not make this video very long. Next is 3 Unification of the Cubic Lords, and it's the polymerization for the deck. I've only once spread out the fusion with this, but most people just mill it for its effect because if a cubic leaves the field by battle or just leaves it, you can banish it to special summon a cubic from your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Next, these cards: 1 Dig of Destiny, Oasis of Dragon Souls, and Breakthrough Skill. I use these instead of what some people do is run 2 Quaking and 1 Storming, or 2 Solemn Judgment and 1 Solemn Warning. Yeah. So that is my cubic deck. I know you can hear stuff in the background, but can't change that. And also, I've heard about the new link summoning. I learned the rules. However, I can say for some people this is going to get a little complicated. So if I had time, I'm going to make a video eventually. I'm going to go slowly and explain how the summoning works. But it's going to slow down everything.